Any RIZZ tips for the short mendem out there? Confidence. Don't feel like you have anything to prove, though. Just live your life, to be honest with you. Like, the thing with confidence is that a lot of, like, people get this. So here's the thing. When I was a teenager, here you guys want a little bit of this. I was like, 5'9", whatever. And this is like the early, when was this? This was like 2010, 2011. This is when the whole, like, be confident with girls and you'll get all the girls, that was all coming around. So I was a douchebag, kind of. I wasn't really that much of a douchebag, but I was overconfident, cocky, especially with girls I didn't really know. And it worked. I'm not going to lie to you. It worked. I was overconfident, very cocky, I was a pretty funny guy. Like, I was pretty witty. I don't know what happened. And I had a lot of girls like me. But they were also teenagers. I wasn't jacked at the time. I was like 135. I was pretty skinny. I had started lifting at that point in time, but my hair was not good. So, overconfidence, cockiness, and having like little baby muscles worked for me in high school, right? You're reaching an age where the overconfidence, cockiness is just not that cool. Like, I mean, it will still work, but the type of females that you're going to get with that are not the type of females that are going to be worth your time, because you're going to portray yourself as a short, shallow idiot, and so that's what you're going to get, is short, shallow idiots. And I even started to learn that as I got older, where like a lot of the girls that I like respected kind of got annoyed at me at that point in time, like friends of mine. So what I would say is confidence is good, but confidence and cockiness are like two very different things. Confidence is knowing that you're a complete person, that you have things in your life that you enjoy, and you don't have anything to prove. So confidence would be going up and introducing yourself to a female, but not coming across like a douchebag. Just be like, hey, how's it going? Would you be interested in this? Okay, no problem. Have a good one. That's confidence. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, confidence is not necessarily, it's a lot of the same things that I succeeded with in Overwatch, where it's like confidence isn't even knowing that you'll succeed. Confidence is that knowing you'll succeed through sheer persistence. Where it's like, you'll introduce yourself, you'll ask for somebody's phone number, and you're like, I don't know if they're going to give it to me, but that's not going to stop me from asking somebody else afterwards. That's confidence to me. Confidence is the assurance of success despite failure, not the assurance of success without failure. That's the difference between confidence. And cockiness is not only assuming no failure, but assuming that anybody that doesn't accept you is an idiot. And so the problem with cockiness is very fragile, because cockiness assumes that you're the best. And so as soon as that bubble gets burst, there's nothing inside. Cockiness doesn't account for failure, so it's not confidence. And not to mention you come across as a tool while you're doing it. Thank you, Chance, for the sub. So the way to build confidence is through persistence, faking it till you're making it a little bit, even if you're uncomfortable putting yourself in situations like that, and also defining who you are as a person. You know what I'm saying? I have confidence in who I am as a person, as an Overwatch coach, as a football player, as a weightlifter, as a sprinter, as a person who enjoys books, as a singer, as a guitarist, as a coach, as a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu aficionado, as a writer, as a whatever. Like, there's a lot of things that define me, so I build more confidence in myself, because it doesn't matter how I'm feeling on a particular day. I know I've built over years a complete person, right? You need to do the same. You need to do the same. I don't know about people like Andrew Tate, but the problem with confidence is that my impression of Andrew Tate is that he's kind of a douchebag, right? And that's the problem with confidence. People conflate confidence with being a douchebag, but that's not what confidence is. Didn't you just get arrested? I don't know, bro. I just honestly don't care about Andrew Tate. Like, I really don't care. I just don't care. I just could not care less about that individual at all. Adding on to this, any RIZZ tips for the normal height people as well? I mean, it's the same thing. It's all about confidence. Know who you are as a person and get reps. Don't avoid bad situations. Don't avoid social settings. And ultimately, any female that declines you because you're too short or you're too ugly, nah, bro. You just dodged a bullet, king. You just dodged a bullet, king. Somebody says no and they're, you know, whatever, you dodged a bullet, king. Sometimes that person is just respectfully saying no. Sometimes if they're a douche about it, you know, which I've gotten rejected before back in the day by, you know, rude behavior. Now you don't deserve them, king. Or they don't deserve you, king. And I really mean that. Like the type of person that would say something ugly like that or be a douche or a turd about that, they don't deserve you. And that's not the type of person you want to go with. So when you're doing that, think of it as much as you're fishing for them as they're fishing for you, and you're testing to see whether they're worth your time. And if they say no, but they say no respectfully, sucks, go again. If they say no, but they do so disrespectfully, you didn't really care anyway. And by the way, here's your little life tip. You guys know what, here's a little life tip. So you guys know the cliche of like you go to a hangout with a bunch of friends and that one guy always brings the guitar and just shows off. You know what I'm saying? And the girls love him. Now that's not really the case, but it's a cliche for a reason. Because you know what's attractive? Somebody with skills. Somebody who's a good conversationalist. Somebody who's funny. Somebody who is passionate about guitar or passionate about writing. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why, you know, the Mercy e-girls are going to go boost the 4.5k Genji OTP. The guy's good at Genji. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not going to say go to a party and wear your SR in a t-shirt because those people won't care about that skill as much. But being skilled at something, whether that's a subject or a sport or a good conversationalist, is attractive. Being good in Overwatch count as a skill? Yes. So but the problem with being skilled at Overwatch is where is that skill valued? It's usually within Overwatch, within Discord, within the E universe, right? So it's hard to find somebody unless you're E-dating, which, you know, I don't recommend. So being a competent person or a skilled person or somebody who isn't a lazy bum is attractive, right? So if there's something that you enjoy doing and you're good at, people are going to find you attractive. Bro, I had a girl fall for me. True story. I had a girl fall for me in Lord of the Rings Online. Some teenage girl. Because I was shot calling raids. It was a raid I'd done like a million times before. I wasn't even a raider. I was more of a PvPer. And I I just knew this raid like the back of my hand. And I was just very, very respectfully and kindly, but to getting everybody all their ducks in a row. And that was the true story. It is attractive for males, females. Competency is attractive. Competency is attractive. Competency and confidence, and the confidence came from because I was good at it. I knew what I was doing. Aquaponics. What about hydroponics? Yeah, all that being said, like back when I was a teenager, when I was good at football and like doing like music stuff, that was good. People like that. Girl from Kentucky asked you out because I was good at Fortnite. Yeah, good old Fortnite. But yeah, highly recommend establishing competency, because that's the thing is like that's why it's like a lot of the guys that get the girls are the ones that aren't always pursuing the girls because they're too busy on their grind set. Like unironically, like you guys always talk about like the Sigma males not even caring about the females, and the females are just like throwing themselves at them. That's why. That's not necessarily that's the best way to do it, but being on your grind set, pursuing your passions, doing the things that you love, while also not being a sweaty, stinky, ugly, awkward human being, that's attractive. That's attractive. Just think about it from this standpoint. Maybe it's just me. What's attractive in a female? I know what was attractive for me. I know what attracted me to my wife, right? She was obviously really good looking. Like, we're not going to sit here and tell you that she was really hot, okay? I'm not an idiot, okay? However, she was intelligent, very skilled, right? And she took good care of herself. She showered and did her hair nice and wore clothes that matched. That's attractive. You take care of yourself and you're a skilled person, it's attractive. She already was working out. She was well-spoken. And that's kind of hot. Nothing kills physical attractiveness faster than a bad smell. You know what I'm saying? Or disheveled appearance. Now, for some people, that's kind of hot, but if you're trashing around and not taking care of yourself, go get yourself a decent haircut, take care of yourself physically, learn how to communicate, practice speaking, learn by practice. Even if you flub it up, doesn't matter. Keep trying and build yourself up. There is a difference, of course, yes. But generally, you take care of yourself, you're competent as a person, that's attractive, regardless of where you are. And being a good person and stuff is a good bonus too, right? Especially depending on the type of person that you're attracting to, because the problem is this is like, I remember high school, and I remember all the high school, like the equivalent of e-girls in high school. And I remember doing the push-ups and the bicep curls and getting the muscles and the, talking a lot of trash and having a lot of cockiness and all the girls giggling over me like that. I was a bad man. But really though, the type of girl that's going to attract you, you're not going to want to stick with anyway. Like, be honest with yourself. It's fun, but it's like junk food. It sucks after, like, that's not. And what would always happen is I'd get their number and I would start talking with them, and without fail, I would be bored to tears. And I'm sure they were nice people, and I'm sure I was a really boring person too to them, but they just were so boring to talk to. They were just so boring to talk to. So the type of person that you're going to attract by acting like that is not exactly the type of person that you're going to want to enjoy talking to or spending time with. How am I going to talk about not having a disheveled appearance? That's my charm. I'm sexy because I don't care. There's always exceptions to the rule.